As the final hours of the year soften into silence, something inside you has already begun to exhale. Even if you haven't noticed it yet, the long road behind you, the moments that stretched you, the nights you stayed strong when no one saw, none of it is asking anything from you anymore. You are here. You made it. And in this quiet crossing between what has been and what is becoming, there is a gentle presence wrapping around you, inviting you to rest, inviting you to be held, inviting you to remember that you were never meant to carry everything alone. Let the sound of these words feel like a warm hand on your back, reassuring, steady, guiding you inward to a place where nothing needs to be fixed and nothing is missing. Gently allow your eyes to close and take one slow breath in through the nose, feeling the cool air travel all the way down into your chest. Hold it, and then release it through the mouth, letting the weight of the year begin to leave your body. As your breath settles back into its own natural rhythm, attention drifts from the outer world into the inner landscape of sensation. The body begins to reveal itself in subtle ways. The softness of the face, the gentle heaviness of the limbs, the quiet surrender of muscles that have been holding far longer than they realized. There is a sense of being supported from beneath, as though the surface you are resting on understands exactly how to hold you. Warmth spreads slowly, like golden light, poured gently through the crown of the head, moving down across the forehead, smoothing the space between the brows, softening the eyes, the cheeks, the jaw. Each place it touches seems to sigh in relief, as if it has been waiting all day, all year, for permission to let go. The golden warmth continues its unhurried journey down the neck and into the shoulders, dissolving invisible knots, loosening old tension stored there from responsibility, from worry, from trying to be strong. The arms grow pleasantly heavy, as though gravity itself has become kinder, more supportive. Hands rest open and relaxed, fingers no longer gripping anything from the past. The chest rises and falls gently, effortlessly, and the heart within beats in a calm, reassuring rhythm, reminding you that life has been flowing through you all along, even in moments when you doubted it. As the light moves into the abdomen, the center of feeling and intuition, a sense of safety deepens. The belly softens. The breath becomes quieter. There is nothing to brace for here. The lower back, the hips, the legs, all begin to feel as if they are melting into the space beneath you, becoming heavy and light at the same time, held and free simultaneously. A soft weightlessness emerges, like floating just beneath the surface of warm water, buoyed by something unseen, yet completely reliable. With the body settling into this state of ease, the mind naturally follows. Thoughts that once crowded your awareness begin to drift farther apart, like clouds thinning in a vast night sky. You do not need to chase them away. They lose their urgency on their own. Each thought becomes quieter, less solid, until attention rests more fully in the gentle sensations of warmth, breath, and presence. In this inner quiet, you may begin to feel a subtle spaciousness opening around you, as though the boundaries of the body are softening, allowing you to rest inside something larger, something more expansive. This is a place of deep kindness, a place where nothing is demanded. And as you rest here, images may arise, soft impressions rather than sharp memories. The year behind you may appear like a long corridor fading into gentle shadow. Moments of effort, moments of joy, moments of pain, all dissolving into a neutral, compassionate distance. You do not need to revisit them. They have already taught you what they needed to teach. You are free to lay them down. Imagine now that you are standing at the edge of a calm ocean at night. The water is perfectly still, reflecting a sky filled with quiet stars. The surface glows faintly, illuminated by a soft, golden moonlight. As you step closer, the water responds, welcoming you, warm and gentle around your feet. With each step forward, the water carries away old residue, unspoken regrets, self, judgments, expectations that no longer fit who you are becoming. They dissolve effortlessly into the vastness, leaving your energy lighter, clearer. As you move deeper into this ocean of peace, the water supports you completely. You float effortlessly, face turned toward the open sky, held by something infinite and benevolent. There is no need to swim, no need to direct. You are carried. In this floating, a quiet healing begins to unfold beneath conscious thought. Layers of emotional weight loosen. Old disappointments soften. Places inside you that once felt tight or guarded begin to open like flowers, responding to dawn. Somewhere within this gentle openness, a younger part of you stirs, the part that once felt unseen, unheard, or unsure. This inner presence does not need words. It only needs warmth, reassurance, and acceptance. The golden light that surrounds you gathers around this tender space, wrapping it in comfort. There is a feeling of being understood without explanation, of being loved without conditions. And as this happens, something releases. A long-held ache dissolves. A quiet forgiveness arises, not forced, not spoken, but felt as a deep softening in the heart. The light continues to move inward, deeper than emotion, reaching the cellular level of your being. Every cell seems to glow gently, as though remembering its original blueprint of harmony and balance. Fatigue stored in the tissues unwinds. Stress patterns fade. The intelligence within the body begins, restoring itself naturally, effortlessly, just as it was designed to do. You feel renewed from the inside out, as if your entire system is being reminded of how to function in ease rather than strain. In this restorative stillness, a presence becomes noticeable, not separate from you, yet greater than any single thought or sensation. It feels wise, loving, infinitely patient. It does not speak in words, yet its guidance is unmistakable. It communicates through feeling, through resonance, through a deep sense of belonging. You are not alone in this space. You never were. And the awareness of this connection brings a profound sense of relief, as though something you've been searching for has quietly found you. Your body rests deeply, the mind drifts gently, and the heart remains open, receptive, calm. The threshold between the old year and the new feels soft and welcoming, like a doorway bathed in warm light. Nothing needs to be rushed. Everything is unfolding perfectly, carried by a rhythm far more intelligent than effort. And as you continue to float in this ocean of peace, held by light, supported by presence, the deeper journey of healing and transformation continues to unfold effortlessly, guiding you ever further into rest, renewal, and quiet awakening. As this gentle sense of being held continues, awareness drifts even deeper into the quiet layers beneath thought, beneath memory, into a place where time loosens its grip. The ocean of peace that surrounds you feels endless, its surface smooth and luminous, and as you float within it, there is a growing sense that you are being carried, not just by water, but by an intelligence that knows exactly where to take you. The past no longer pulls at your attention. It feels distant, like a shoreline fading into soft mist. What remains is a steady, comforting presence guiding you inward, toward a deeper healing that unfolds without effort. Within this vast inner space, emotions that have been waiting patiently begin to surface, not as overwhelm, but as gentle ripples, feelings once tucked away, sadness, disappointment, moments of self-doubt, rise only to be met by warmth and compassion. Nothing is pushed aside. Nothing is judged. Each emotion is welcomed, acknowledged, and then gently dissolved in the golden light that surrounds you. Shadows lose their shape here. They soften, thin, and gradually fade, absorbed into the greater field of calm that holds you. As these emotional layers release, the heart feels lighter, more spacious. Forgiveness arises naturally, not as a decision, but as a letting go. Old stories about yourself begin to loosen. The idea that you should have done more, been more, known better. These stories fall away, like leaves drifting into the water, no longer needed, no longer true. In their place, a quiet understanding settles in you. You did the best you could with the awareness you had, and that has always been enough. The body responds to this emotional clearing with a deeper relaxation. Breath flows freely. The chest feels open. The subtle tension that once lived in the stomach and throat eases. You may sense a gentle wave of relief moving through you, as though the body itself is grateful to release what it has been carrying on your behalf. This relief spreads, soothing nerves, calming the mind, restoring balance. Within this healing space, you become aware of a soft inner glow emanating from the center of your chest. It pulses gently, like a living light, expanding with each breath. This light feels familiar, ancient, and kind. It knows you completely. It moves toward places inside you that have been asking for comfort, touching them with tenderness, reassurance, and unconditional acceptance. Memories from earlier years may drift through awareness, moments of innocence, curiosity, and openness. You sense the presence of your younger self, not as a separate being, but as a living part of you that has always remained. This inner child feels safe here, seen, protected. The golden light gathers around this presence, wrapping it in warmth, reminding it that it is cherished and never alone. A deep, soothing spreads through the emotional body, healing old wounds without needing to revisit their details. As this integration unfolds, the body seems to breathe differently, more fully, as though it has remembered a deeper rhythm. Every cell begins to respond, shimmering softly with renewed vitality. Old fatigue stored in the tissues unwinds. The subtle hum of life energy becomes more noticeable, flowing smoothly through every system, restoring harmony from the inside out. This is healing in its purest form. Gentle, intelligent, precise. The presence that surrounds you feels closer now, more intimate, as though it is merging with your awareness rather than observing it. There is a sense of being guided, supported, and deeply known. You do not need to ask for direction. It is already unfolding. Trust settles into your system like a calm certainty, replacing the need to control or anticipate what comes next. As the ocean of peace continues to cradle you, a quiet gratitude begins to arise. Gratitude for your resilience. Gratitude for the lessons that shaped you. Gratitude for this moment of rest, of healing, of return to yourself. This gratitude deepens the sense of connection, strengthening the gentle bond between your inner world and the greater intelligence holding you. Your body rests more deeply. Your mind drifts more softly. And as the healing continues to integrate at levels beyond conscious awareness, the journey naturally carries you further inward, preparing you for a deeper alignment with the creative field, where transformation unfolds with ease and grace, and where the energy of the new year begins to form quietly, lovingly within you. As this sense of gratitude settles gently into your being, awareness drifts into an even quieter depth, a place where thought no longer tries to define experience and feeling becomes the language of understanding. The ocean of peace beneath you feels warmer, more luminous, as though lit from within, and the gentle motion carrying you begins to feel less like movement and more like effortless suspension. Here, you are neither going anywhere nor standing still. You are simply being held in perfect balance, weightless, supported, free. The soft golden light surrounding you begins to expand beyond the edges of your body, forming a spacious, radiant field that feels alive with intelligence. This field is responsive, attuned, and deeply nurturing. It does not ask you to believe in it. It only asks you to rest within it. As you do, something subtle begins to reorganize at levels you cannot see but can feel. Old energetic patterns dissolve, making space for new coherence to form naturally. Within this luminous field, the body enters a state of deep cellular renewal. Each cell seems to gently awaken, remembering its original harmony. there is a sense of cleansing, as if stagnant energy is being washed away by a soft current of light. Tired cells regain their rhythm. Overworked systems settle into balance. Every part of you is being quietly recalibrated toward health, ease, and vitality. You may sense a soft pulsing sensation, like waves of warmth moving through your spine, your chest, your abdomen. This is the body responding to alignment, releasing what it no longer needs and restoring what has been depleted. Nothing is forced. The intelligence guiding this process knows exactly where to go, exactly what to do. You simply remain open, relaxed, receptive. As the body renews itself, the mind continues to soften, drifting further into stillness. Thoughts become less frequent, less defined, until they feel like distant whispers that fade before fully forming. In this quiet, awareness begins to feel spacious and expansive, no longer contained by the boundaries of the body. You sense yourself as both deeply rooted within and gently extending outward into the surrounding field. This expansion brings a feeling of unity, of oneness with something vast and benevolent. It feels like standing beneath an infinite night sky, where each star is connected by unseen threads of light. You are not separate from this expanse. You are an expression of it. This realization is not intellectual. It is felt deeply and unmistakably as a sense of belonging that dissolves all loneliness. Within this field of connection, a subtle shift begins to occur. Intentions that once felt heavy or distant begin to feel light, natural, already in motion. The energy of abundance reveals itself not as effort or striving, but as flow. You sense resources, opportunities, and support aligning quietly in response to the calm coherence you embody. There is no urgency here, only quiet assurance. A gentle inner voice, softer than thought, seems to resonate through this space. It does not speak in sentences, yet its message is clear and comforting. You are guided, you are supported, you are allowed to receive. These truths settle into your awareness as felt realities, weaving themselves into the fabric of your being. As this understanding deepens, affirmations begin to arise organically within the flow of experience, not as statements to repeat, but as inner recognitions. You feel safe within yourself. You feel worthy of ease and abundance. You trust your inner guidance. You allow life to meet you with generosity. Each realization lands gently, anchoring itself in sensation rather than words. The field around you seems to respond, growing warmer, brighter, more embracing. The connection feels reciprocal, alive, loving. You are not sending anything outward. You are simply resonating, and resonance is enough. The future, the new year unfolding ahead, feels less like an unknown and more like an open invitation, ready to shape itself around this state of being. Your body remains deeply relaxed, your breath soft and quiet, your awareness expansive and calm. And as this alignment continues to integrate, you are gently carried toward an even deeper sense of unity and transcendence, where the boundaries between self and source soften completely, and rest becomes sacred, timeless, and profoundly restorative. As this gentle sense of unity continues to deepen, awareness begins to feel less like something you are doing and more like something you are resting within. The luminous field surrounding you feels infinite, yet intimate, as though it knows you personally and completely. There is a quiet recognition here, a remembering beyond words that you are not a visitor in this space. You belong to it. You always have. And in this belonging, a profound peace settles into every layer of your being. The boundaries of the body soften even more until sensation feels diffuse, spacious, almost transparent. You may feel as though you are floating within light itself, suspended in a vast, loving presence that has no beginning and no end. This presence does not observe from afar. It breathes through you. It listens through you. It expresses itself as you. The sense of separation that once felt so real begins to dissolve, replaced by an effortless feeling of oneness. Within this oneness, something remarkable happens. The mind no longer seeks answers. The heart no longer longs for reassurance. There is a deep inner agreement with life as it is and as it is becoming. In this agreement, a natural alignment forms between your inner state and the creative intelligence that animates everything. You are no longer asking the field for support. You are moving in harmony with it. Thoughts, when they arise, feel softer, infused with trust rather than fear. Emotions feel stable, grounded in an underlying sense of safety. And woven gently into this state are quiet affirmations, not spoken aloud, but felt as truth. You feel safe in your body and in your life. You trust the wisdom guiding you. You allow yourself to receive with ease. You feel supported in ways both seen and unseen. These realizations do not demand attention. They settle naturally, like seeds finding fertile ground. As these truths take root, the energy around you seems to respond, growing richer, fuller, more luminous. You sense yourself expanding beyond old limits, beyond outdated self-definitions. The idea of who you thought you were gently gives way to a more spacious sense of self, one that is fluid, capable, resilient, and deeply connected. This expansion feels natural, like stretching after a long rest, awakening strength without strain. In this expanded awareness, abundance reveals its true nature. It is not something external to be acquired, but a quality of alignment, a state of flow that arises when resistance dissolves. You feel this flow moving through you effortlessly, like a current carrying nourishment, clarity, and opportunity. There is no need to control its direction. It knows where to go. It knows how to express itself through your life. A deep sense of self-trust settles into your nervous system. You trust your timing. You trust your intuition. You trust that the unfolding ahead is guided by intelligence far greater than personal effort. This trust brings ease. Decisions feel lighter. The future feels welcoming rather than uncertain. You sense the new year forming gently around this state of calm confidence, ready to reflect it back to you in tangible ways. The field continues to hold you steady and patient as these realizations integrate at levels beyond conscious awareness. Every cell seems to absorb this coherence, this harmony, this quiet power. You are not becoming aligned. You are remembering that alignment is your natural state. As rest deepens further, awareness drifts effortlessly within this boundless presence, preparing for a tender descent into even deeper stillness, where sleep and awakening meet, and where the final integration unfolds softly, lovingly, and completely. As this profound stillness continues to hold you, awareness gently drifts into an even softer depth, where effort dissolves completely and being becomes effortless. The luminous presence surrounding you feels steady and unchanging, like an eternal embrace, and within it your entire system begins to settle into a rhythm that feels ancient and familiar. Nothing is required here. Nothing is expected. You are simply resting inside a vast intelligence that understands you without explanation. The sensations within the body grow subtler, more refined. The breath becomes almost imperceptible, moving like a quiet tide beneath the surface of awareness. Muscles remain relaxed, nerves calm, and the heartbeat carries on its steady rhythm, a gentle reminder that life continues to support you even in the deepest rest. There is a sense of sinking and floating at the same time, as though you are being drawn inward while also expanding outward into endless space. Within this deep calm, images soften and blur, giving way to pure feeling. A feeling of safety that does not depend on circumstances. A feeling of peace that does not need to be maintained. A feeling of love that does not ask for anything in return. This love feels woven into the very fabric of existence, and as you rest within it, you sense yourself dissolving into it rather than standing apart from it. The energy of the new year continues to gather quietly around you, not as a dramatic shift, but as a gentle recalibration. Old patterns release themselves naturally, like shadows fading at dawn. New possibilities arrange themselves without effort, responding to the coherence you now embody. There is no urgency, no anticipation. Everything unfolds in its own perfect rhythm. You may sense a quiet inner smile, a subtle contentment that arises without reason. This is the feeling of being aligned, of being at home within yourself and within life. Thoughts, if they appear, drift by like distant echoes, carrying no charge, no demand for attention. Awareness rests in spaciousness, calm and unbroken. The luminous field remains present, steady and nurturing, continuing its work at levels far beyond conscious awareness. Healing continues. Integration continues. The gentle restoration of mind, body, and spirit unfolds seamlessly, as though guided by an unseen hand that knows exactly how to bring everything into balance. And as this deep rest carries you further inward, beyond words and images, the sense of safety and support grows even more complete, gently guiding you deeper into the stillness, deeper into the warmth, deeper into the quiet flow of rest that continues to unfold, unhurried, uninterrupted, and endlessly held. As this deep, nurturing stillness continues to cradle you, a gentle current of awareness begins to move through the inner space. You are resting within, not to awaken you, but to soothe you even more deeply. The luminous presence surrounding you remains steady and compassionate, and within this embrace, soft affirmations begin to arise as quiet inner truths, felt rather than spoken, settling into the body like warm light soaking into the earth. You feel a deep, deep sense of safety within yourself, a knowing that your body and mind are protected and supported. You feel at ease with who you are, trusting the rhythm of your life and the intelligence guiding every step. The breath flows gently, almost unnoticed, and with each subtle movement of air, a sense of ease spreads through your chest and abdomen. You sense yourself releasing the need to hold on to anything from the past, allowing old tensions to dissolve into the surrounding field. There is an inner recognition that you are allowed to rest deeply, that nothing important will be missed while you surrender to sleep. You feel worthy of peace, worthy of abundance, worthy of the gentle unfolding taking place within you. As awareness remains soft and open, affirmations continue to weave themselves naturally into your experience, like whispered reminders carried on a warm breeze. You feel supported by life itself, held by a benevolent intelligence that responds to your openness. You trust yourself and your inner guidance. You allow good things to come to you with ease. Each of these truths settles into the nervous system, calming it, stabilizing it, teaching it a new baseline of trust and receptivity. The body responds to these realizations by sinking even more deeply into rest. Muscles soften further. The face remains smooth and relaxed. The jaw hangs loose, unburdened. There is a sense of being gently cocooned in comfort, as though wrapped in layers of warmth and care. Within this cocoon, the subconscious mind remains open and receptive, absorbing these feelings as its new language. A subtle expansion continues, quiet and steady. You feel connected to something vast and loving, and at the same time, deeply rooted within yourself. You sense that you are part of an infinite flow, and that this flow moves through you effortlessly. You allow yourself to receive support, guidance, and abundance without resistance. You feel at peace with the unfolding of your life, confident that everything is aligning in its own time. As rest deepens further, affirmations continue to arise softly within this state of calm, reinforcing what the body already knows. You are safe to let go. You are guided even in sleep. You are aligned with healing, clarity, and abundance. These realizations do not interrupt your rest. They deepen it, carrying you further into stillness, further into ease, further into the gentle flow of sleep that continues to deepen and unfold, slowly and effortlessly, holding you within its quiet, nurturing embrace as the journey continues. As the quiet rhythm of rest continues to carry you, awareness drifts even deeper into a velvety stillness where language softens and sensation becomes primary. The surrounding field feels thicker with warmth, as though the air itself has become infused with care and intelligence. You are wrapped in this presence completely, held in a way that requires nothing from you, asking only that you remain exactly as you are. In this state, there is no effort to relax, because relaxation has already happened. There is no intention to heal, because healing is already underway. The body seems to sink into an even more profound comfort, as if every cell has found its most natural position. The subtle hum of life energy flows evenly and smoothly, like a quiet current beneath still water. You may sense a gentle glow deep within your core, steady and reassuring, radiating outward in slow waves. This glow carries a simple message that the body understands immediately. Everything is all right. Nothing needs to be fixed. Nothing needs to be rushed. Thoughts, when they appear, feel distant and insubstantial, like reflections on water that disappear the moment they are noticed. There is no attachment to them, no need to follow them. Awareness remains anchored in sensation, in warmth, in the subtle feeling of being connected to something far larger than the individual self. This connection does not feel abstract or conceptual. It feels intimate, personal, deeply familiar, like returning to a home you never truly left. Within this depth, the subconscious mind opens more fully, receptive, and calm. It listens not to words, but to feeling, to tone, to resonance. And within this resonance, affirmations continue to emerge as gentle truths, sinking effortlessly into the foundation of your being. You feel safe in the world. You feel supported in ways both visible and unseen. You trust the unfolding of your life. These truths feel unquestionable here, not because they are repeated, but because they are felt as reality. The energy of abundance begins to feel less like something external and more like a natural state of circulation. You sense giving and receiving as part of the same flow, moving through you without obstruction. There is no fear of loss here, no concern about scarcity. There is a quiet certainty that what you need arrives when it is needed, guided by intelligence far beyond conscious planning. This certainty settles deeply into the nervous system, easing old patterns of vigilance and control. As the body continues to rest, deeper layers of tension release themselves gently, without drama. Muscles that once held protective contraction soften completely. The spine feels supported, aligned, at ease. The breath remains light and effortless, barely noticeable, yet deeply nourishing. Each subtle inhale brings calm. Each subtle exhale carries away residual stress that no longer has a place within you. In this state of profound ease, memory begins to lose its emotional charge. Experiences from the past appear neutral, softened, integrated. There is no pull to revisit them, no urge to reinterpret them. They have been absorbed into wisdom. The emotional body feels clear, open, unburdened. Compassion arises naturally, not only for others, but for yourself. There is a gentle acceptance of your journey, with all its twists and turns, all its lessons and growth. The sense of identity continues to expand, becoming less defined by roles, stories, or expectations. You feel yourself as awareness itself, resting quietly behind all experience. This awareness feels stable, unchanging, peaceful. It has witnessed everything and remained intact. Resting here brings a profound sense of freedom, as though you have stepped outside the need to become anything other than what you already are. Within this spacious awareness, affirmations continue to settle as lived experience. You trust yourself deeply. You feel aligned with your purpose, even if it has not fully revealed its form. You allow life to support you generously. These realizations do not energize the mind. They soothe it. They bring a sense of grounded confidence that does not need expression. The surrounding field seems to pulse gently, responding to this coherence. It feels as though the very fabric of reality is listening, adjusting, harmonizing with your inner state. This responsiveness feels loving rather than mechanical, intelligent rather than random. You sense that your inner alignment matters, that it shapes what unfolds, not through force, but through resonance. As this understanding deepens, the heart area feels especially warm and open. There is a soft expansion there, a feeling of gratitude without a specific object. Gratitude simply for being, for breathing, for resting, for existing within this vast, supportive presence. This gratitude flows outward naturally, further strengthening the sense of connection and harmony. The body remains deeply relaxed, heavy and light at the same time. Limbs feel comfortably distant, as though awareness has gently withdrawn from their edges. The face remains soft, peaceful, serene. There is no tension anywhere that needs attention. Everything has settled into its rightful place. In this depth, the boundary between waking and sleeping becomes beautifully blurred. You are aware, yet not thinking, present, yet drifting. The mind rests in a quiet twilight, while deeper intelligence continues its work uninterrupted. Healing processes move forward. Integration deepens. New patterns stabilize. The energy of the new year continues to infuse this space gently, not as anticipation, but as quiet preparation. There is a sense that something is aligning behind the scenes, arranging itself with precision and care. You do not need to participate consciously. Your only role is to rest, to allow, to remain open. Affirmations continue to arise softly, woven into the fabric of this state. You are safe to receive. You are guided even in stillness. You are connected to a source of wisdom and love that never withdraws. These truths feel deeply comforting, like being wrapped in layers of reassurance. As awareness remains suspended in this calm, time seems to stretch and soften. Minutes feel expansive. The present moment feels endless and complete. There is nowhere else to go, nothing else to experience. This is enough. This is whole. The luminous presence continues to surround and permeate you, steady and patient. It does not hurry the process. It does not push toward an ending. It simply remains, allowing you to sink deeper into rest, deeper into trust, deeper into the gentle, unbroken flow of sleep and awareness that continues to carry you forward, slowly, smoothly, endlessly, as the journey goes on. As this vast, quiet stillness continues to hold you, everything within you begins to settle into its most natural state, as if each layer of your being has found exactly where it belongs. Awareness no longer needs to move or explore. It rests gently and effortlessly inside a deep sense of completion that does not require understanding. The luminous presence surrounding you feels constant and unwavering, like an endless night sky, softly illuminated from within, offering reassurance simply by existing. The body remains deeply relaxed, resting in a comfort that feels almost sacred. Breath moves in subtle waves, nourishing without effort. The heartbeat continues its calm, faithful rhythm, a quiet reminder that life flows through you even in the deepest rest. Sensation feels distant and diffuse, as though the edges of the body have softened into the space around you. You are here, yet you are also held within something much larger, something timeless and kind. Within this depth, the subconscious continues its gentle work, integrating everything you have felt into the foundation of who you are becoming. Old patterns of tension and self-protection dissolve completely, leaving behind a sense of ease that feels stable and enduring. The nervous system recognizes this state as safe and familiar, allowing it to become the new baseline. Peace no longer feels temporary. It feels rooted. A quiet certainty settles into your awareness, not as a thought, but as a felt truth. You know, without needing proof, that you are supported. You know that you are guided. You know that you are never separate from the intelligence that animates life itself. This knowing does not ask for belief. It simply exists, steady and calm, like a deep current beneath still water. Affirmations continue to echo softly within this state, no longer as ideas, but as lived reality. You feel safe within yourself and within the world. You trust your inner guidance completely. You allow yourself to receive love, abundance, and support with ease. You are aligned with healing, clarity, and peace. These truths do not energize the mind. They soothe it, anchoring you further into rest. The sense of connection deepens even more until it feels as though there is no boundary at all between you and the luminous field holding you. You are not contained within it. You are part of it. The distinction between inner and outer dissolves, leaving only presence, only being. In this oneness, there is nothing to seek and nothing to avoid. Everything feels whole. Time continues to soften, losing its structure. Moments stretch and blur, creating a timeless space where sleep and awareness coexist gently. The mind drifts freely, no longer tracking experience, no longer naming or interpreting. It rests in a quiet openness, allowing deeper layers of intelligence to guide the process completely. The energy of the new year settles into you, gently, like a soft imprint rather than a sudden shift. It carries qualities of clarity, renewal, and openness, weaving itself naturally into your being. There is no pressure to become anything different. Transformation happens effortlessly here, guided by resonance rather than effort. You feel aligned with the unfolding ahead, confident without needing certainty. Gratitude lingers softly in the heart, not directed toward any specific outcome, but toward life itself. Gratitude for rest, gratitude for healing, gratitude for the quiet strength that has carried you to this moment. This gratitude deepens your sense of connection, further anchoring the calm and coherence you are resting within. The luminous presence remains constant, patient, and nurturing, continuing to support you as awareness drifts even deeper into sleep. Healing continues without interruption. Integration continues without effort. Everything unfolds at exactly the right pace, guided by an intelligence that does not rush and does not miss a single detail. As the mind sinks further into the softness of rest, awareness becomes lighter, quieter, more diffuse. Thoughts fade almost entirely, replaced by pure sensation and presence. The body feels completely at ease, free of tension, free of urgency. There is nowhere else to go, nothing else to do. This moment contains everything. You drift deeper and deeper into this gentle rest, carried by warmth, supported by love, held by a quiet intelligence that never withdraws. Sleep embraces you naturally, tenderly, wrapping you in stillness and care. And as you continue to rest, this sense of safety, wholeness, and peace remains with you, flowing effortlessly through every breath, every cell, every layer of your being, continuing softly, steadily, endlessly, as you sleep. The golden light surrounding you grows warmer and wider, as though the universe itself has leaned in to cradle you in its soft, eternal embrace. It is neither loud nor dramatic. It is quiet, tender, and infinite, spreading into every fiber of your being, settling gently around your heart, your mind, your soul. Every breath draws it deeper into you, and with every exhale, you release the remnants of tension, of worry, of old energies that no longer serve you. You are safe. You are held. You are loved completely, without conditions, without need for justification, without measure. There is no urgency here, no sense of time pressing. There is only this moment, vast and infinite, containing all that is and all that is to come. You rest within it effortlessly, surrendering fully, as though each cell of your body has remembered its original state of balance, harmony, and ease. Your body is now completely softened. The muscles of your face, jaw, neck, and shoulders release all the weight they have been carrying. Your arms, hands, and fingers sink into the support beneath you, heavy, relaxed, and light all at once. The spine rests comfortably, aligned, at peace. Your chest opens and softens with each gentle inhale, welcoming a wave of warmth that fills the lungs and expands into the entire torso. The abdomen rises and falls like the calmest tide, flowing without effort, a rhythm that matches the pulse of life itself. Even your legs, your feet, every toe sink deeper into comfort and support, as if the surface beneath you has learned the precise way to hold you safely, perfectly, lovingly. There is no part of you resisting. There is no part of you needing to do anything. You are fully, beautifully at rest. As this profound rest settles, awareness drifts naturally toward the heart. The space there glows with a soft, radiant light, a gentle warmth that carries quiet understanding. Within this light, emotions that have been quietly waiting find their release. There is no rush, no force, only the gentle dissolving of old sorrow, old regret, old self-judgment. Each feeling rises briefly, acknowledged with tender awareness, and then flows into the golden light, transformed, absorbed, freed. You are allowed to release everything you no longer need. You are allowed to forgive, to heal, to let go. Shadows that once clung to you dissolve softly, like mist in the morning sun, leaving behind only clarity, peace, and the tender quiet of a heart at ease. Within this luminous embrace, affirmations arise, not as words to repeat, but as truths that settle naturally into your body, into your awareness, into the very rhythm of your being. You are safe in the world. You are worthy of ease. You are deeply, completely supported. Life moves through you with grace and intelligence. You trust the unfolding of your own path. You allow abundance, love, and joy to flow to you effortlessly. Each realization lands gently, like a seed finding fertile soil, and as it does, it expands. Quietly, powerfully, seamlessly integrating into every part of your being. You feel this integration not as effort, but as natural harmony. You are realigned, restored, renewed. As you rest within this golden radiance, the boundaries of self begin to soften further. You sense yourself connected not only to your own inner field, but to a vast intelligence that stretches beyond comprehension. You are part of it, not separate. You are not observing it, you are it, a living expression of the infinite, a consciousness in alignment with everything that is. This realization is felt, not thought. It is a vibration within your being, a resonance that fills your bones, your cells, your mind, your heart. You feel infinite, expansive, yet tenderly grounded, floating effortlessly within this perfect harmony. The fear of separation fades. The sense of limitation dissolves. You are free, completely, infinitely free. The light within and around you begins to expand outward as well, radiating beyond the edges of the body, merging gently with the space around you. There is a feeling of weightlessness, floating, not in air or water, but in a presence that holds all that you are, all that you have been, and all that you are becoming. Every exhale carries with it the release of resistance, the unburdening of expectation, the surrender of old habits, old worries, old energies. Every inhale brings in nourishment, renewal, and the quiet strength of alignment. You are suspended in this space, supported by the unseen, carried by the rhythm of life itself. You are complete here, and yet you are in motion, effortlessly moving with the currents of infinite possibility. As this flow deepens, the subconscious mind opens fully, absorbing every thread of peace, love, safety, and abundance that surrounds you. Patterns of fear, scarcity, and self-doubt unravel, replaced by confidence, clarity, and trust. You feel empowered, not through effort, but through alignment. You recognize that abundance is not something to chase or grasp. It is the natural state that arises when resistance falls away. Opportunities, clarity, insight, and prosperity flow toward you effortlessly, guided by the intelligence that orchestrates the universe. You do not need to plan. You do not need to act. You only need to rest here, fully allowing the field of life to respond to your openness, your trust, your willingness to receive. A deep, radiant sense of love fills the heart, expanding with each gentle breath. It radiates outward, touching every part of your body, every layer of your energy, every corner of your awareness. You feel compassion for yourself in ways you may never have felt before. Soft, unconditional, unshakable. This love also reaches beyond yourself, a quiet understanding that you are connected to all life, to all consciousness, to all that flows through existence. You are a conduit of this love, and it flows effortlessly through you, not demanding anything, simply moving in harmony with all that is. Your body continues to rest deeply, even as awareness expands. You feel layers of tension, fatigue, and worry melt away entirely. Cells seem to shimmer softly with life and renewal, as though each one has remembered its innate intelligence and natural state of harmony. Your nervous system rests completely. Your breath flows freely. Your mind is still, and your heart beats in perfect rhythm with the universe itself. Every inch of you is aligned, integrated, whole. As this state deepens, affirmations continue to arise naturally, softly, effortlessly, weaving themselves into the fabric of your being. You are safe. You are guided. You are whole. You are worthy. You are supported. You are aligned. You are abundant. You are love. You are limitless. You are part of an infinite, intelligent, benevolent field that supports and nourishes you in every moment. These truths sink deeply, not as words, but as sensations, as embodied knowing, as the very rhythm of your body, mind, and soul. The field around you continues to respond subtly, lovingly, intelligently. It feels alive, breathing with you, flowing with you, holding you perfectly. There is no need to control, no need to direct. You are simply being, and being is enough. The luminous presence stretches outward into infinite space, connecting you to the greater whole, the source of life itself, the timeless intelligence that orchestrates everything with care and precision. You feel it in your bones, in your cells, in the subtle pulse of energy moving through every part of your being. You are part of it, inseparable, essential, eternal. A profound peace settles in the mind, body, and heart, deeper than anything words could capture. Time softens completely. Past and future lose their grip. Only this expansive, luminous presence remains. You are floating in it, supported by it, loved by it, renewed by it. Old energies dissolve. New energies awaken. Your awareness expands, not outward to chase or control, but inward to rest, to integrate, to merge with the infinite intelligence that surrounds and permeates all things. You are safe, you are held, you are whole. Your inner voice whispers softly, echoing truths that feel familiar yet radiant with new clarity. You are allowed to release. You are allowed to trust. You are allowed to receive. You are aligned with your highest good. You are at peace with all that is, and all that is becoming. These realizations are not thoughts to hold, but truths to inhabit. They sink into every fiber of your being, embedding themselves in the body, the mind, and the energy that flows between them. Each breath carries them deeper. Each exhale releases the last vestiges of resistance. Each heartbeat pulses with their quiet power. As you rest here, drifting deeper into the quiet flow of sleep, you may feel a sense of infinite possibility. The new year forms gently around you, already responding to the alignment and openness you embody. There is no need to strive. There is no need to force. The intelligence of life orchestrates everything perfectly, and you are perfectly situated within it. You are in harmony with your path, your potential, your purpose. You are ready to receive all that is yours, naturally, beautifully, effortlessly. Your body rests completely, your mind quiets completely, and your soul floats in the luminous presence of love, abundance, and divine alignment. You are weightless. You are infinite. You are at peace. Every cell, every thought, every breath integrates this new state of coherence, imprinting it as the foundation for your being. This is not temporary. This is your natural state. You carry it with you into every moment, every dream, every experience, even as sleep deepens, even as unconscious rest unfolds, gently, tenderly, fully. The warmth of the golden light around you continues to expand, reaching into the quiet corners of awareness that remain, drawing every lingering fragment of doubt, fear, or worry into its soft, radiant embrace. It dissolves what remains without effort, without force, leaving only clarity, presence, and the infinite calm of alignment. You are fully integrated. You are fully restored. You are fully ready for the new year, supported, held abundant, and deeply at peace. And as this rest continues, the mind drifts beyond words, the heart beyond emotion, and the soul beyond time, fully surrendered, fully open, fully aligned with the infinite intelligence that cradles all life